So, I'm a new dad, if you couldn't tell by my cardigan and my Mr. Rogers shoes. It's pretty great. They give that to you right in the delivery room. I think my favorite part about being a dad is doing everyday stuff with my daughter for the very first time. We were riding the subway together for the very first time, just when she was like 2 months old, and I had her in one of those ergo carriers, like any other dads in the house. Whoa. This joke is going to be rough. Alright, so an ergo carrier, it's like this thing, you put your baby in, and they're like strapped to you. So she was right here, I could feel every movement, I could feel her hands twitch as she was reacting to like all the subway sounds, the piss smell, and I could see her react to the piss smell. I was like, oh honey, that's just urine. Yeah, it's your first time smelling like someone else's urine. It was really magical. And we're just walking along and looking at all this stuff, and then suddenly, like, my chest gets like really warm. And I look down, and I'm like, sweetie, did you just piss all over your dad? Yeah, you did. It leaked through the diaper. And I was like, I was so jealous. I was jealous because, like, think about it. For a baby, the whole world is one giant public toilet. They can take a piss anywhere they want. And I was so jealous because I hate public toilets. When I say public toilet, you think what? Ew. What else?
Penn Station.
Penn Station. Right? It's nasty. That's the thing that our brain does. It forms these associations. It does it unconsciously. It does it all the time. That's all that Pavlovian conditioning. Strange stuff just gets conditioned together. So I was in high school and taking Latin because I thought I was going to go to med school. I didn't. I ended up getting a Ph.D. When I broke the news to my dad, he's like, Beta. Do you know what MD stands for? And I was like, medical doctor. He's like, no. MD stands for money doctor. Do you know what Ph.D. stands for? Poor hungry doctor. So I was in Latin class, and I was the only freshman, and it was mostly seniors in the class. So I sat in the back, because I was really uncomfortable. And there was this one other guy who was in the back of the classroom with me, and we were both kind of the odd men in the group. And he was a Swedish exchange student. He kind of looked like Kramer, but like with bigger hair. And so we would sit together, we would study together, we would walk outside together, and he was like, Ali, we are good friends. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm so glad we're friends. And then one day, I had this giant Mr. Pibb. Like this giant, like, the kind that, like, would give, like, Mayor Bloomberg, like, an aneurysm. Like, this massive, and I was having it, and, like, I had to take this massive piss. So I run to the bathroom, and for those of you who aren't familiar with boys' public school bathrooms, they're freaking gross. Ew is the right word. I'm about to go in the stall, and the stall door's barely hanging on, it's all bent, and I go inside, and the toilet just has this mountain of poo that has been like pissed around. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. So I go to the urinals, and there's urinal code. So if other guys are there, you pick the urinal that's most far away. So I was there, and I go into triangle formation, because I was a little nervous. I can't go when people are watching me. So here's the wall, I'm in triangle formation, trying to pee this way, unzip, and it's like, poof, which is not really true. It's more like, beep. And so I'm peeing, right? The other guys have left, and now I'm feeling more comfortable. You've got this thing called a urethral sphincter, which kind of opens up and lets all the flow come out. So mine's like wide open. I'm like, yes, great. And now Mr. Pibb is just flowing right out. And then I hear this voice. We are good friends, Ali! And I'm like, oh, what's this dude doing here? He stands like right next to me. And I'm like, why is he breaking urinal code? Out of nowhere, I feel this warmth on my legs. It's taking a piss on my legs. And he's like, we are good friends, Ali! We are good friends! I run out. My urinary sphincter is all tight. I can't pee. I run out, and every step I take, I feel that moisture in my foot. Never went to a urinal ever again. I couldn't do it. Brains, association, urinal, getting peed on, weird Swedish guy. And that's my horror story. I became an expert in horror stories. I treat anxiety. And research is research. Yeah, anxiety or treating anxiety? Yeah, let's get into that. Thank you. I don't know what we're talking for. And so I treat anxiety, and I got into this business because I thought it would be like Professor X. It's actually a little bit more like summoning your inner douche. I love treating OCD. OCD, there's this thing in your head that tells you that something's done, and with OCD it doesn't quite work right. So I'm working with someone, and he's got OCD about contamination. He's afraid that if he bumps into people, he might get SARS. So I was like, all right, summon my inner douche. How can we bring about these symptoms and help him get used to them? Exposure, habituation. So we walk through Times Square, and we walk into people. We're bumping into people. We were those guys, yeah. We found like tourists, unsuspecting ones, and we just bumped into them. And then he was afraid about contamination from surfaces. So we went to Starbucks, and we touched that surface. And I was like, we're not done yet. Now you need to go like, inner douche. And he was like, Ali, this is helping so much. There's just this one other thing. I've got this like fear of being peed on in a bathroom. So I think it would be perfect if we go to a urinal and you pee right next to me. I'll get used to it and we'll be good to go. And I was like, mother. I said, okay, well, let's just plan that out, and then we'll be ready to do that in about a month. And I had 1 month to get ready for this exposure. So I found my douchiest friend. I was like, you gotta help me out, man. He's like, all right. So it was like Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. He'd find a urinal and go, pee. And I was like, dun, 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 dun. It took a long time to pee that first time. We kept doing it. And for the last one, like, climbed to the top of the stairs. I was at a urinal at a movie theater, my friend was right there, and I was trying to pee, and he was squirting me with a squirt gun. He like simulated it. And then the day came where I had to treat this guy. I was standing right next to him. 1 minute went by. 2 minutes went by. No pee-pee. 3 minutes go by. Drip. Drip. And then that sphincter opened wide up. I had to miss Mr. Pibb earlier for good luck. It worked out, and then afterwards he's like, hey Doc, that was so great, man. I love how you like took so long to pee. There was all this uncertainty. I didn't know if you were peeing or not. And that was the best part of it. And I was like, yeah man, that was totally planned. Thank you all, you've been great.